So, I want to talk to you about my coaching story, how it all began, and why I said yes to this opportunity. And it all goes back about 4.5 years ago today, actually around this time, August of 2014. And I was approaching my 1 year anniversary, marriage to my husband, and I was in a place where I just felt stuck. I had just gotten off this awesome high of getting married to my college sweetheart, and we had relocated to a new city. And in this new city, I didn't know anybody. It was very different from any place I'd ever grown up or lived. It was a small town, and I was always used to hustle and bustle, and I was always used to being surrounded by people, like-minded people, like me, and I didn't find that. So, fast forward in that time, that first year of marriage, I also didn't have a job. I used to be a journalist, and when we got married, I really struggled with finding work as a journalist. So I did freelancing. I did literally everything I could to, keep my foot in that journalism door. I picked up all these weird side jobs, but nothing was really fulfilling that part of my heart in regards to journalism that I loved, which was connecting with people, sharing stories, telling someone's story in a way that they can't. And I got to this point where I just looked at my husband and I was like, I'm not doing what I love. I don't know what I love anymore. And that was really hard because I've always been someone who, kind of plans out their life and moves in these specific directions. And I just was stuck. And I started taking it out on Ryan. I started feeling resentful because I'm a military spouse. So that's one of the reasons why we moved to this place that I really wouldn't have picked out on a map. I don't think I even knew where it was on the map. And so I looked at him one day in August as we're approaching our 1 year anniversary, and I was like, I just need something that's mine. I need something to look forward to, because I look forward to, the weekends with my husband. I look forward to when he would get home from work. I looked forward to experiencing new places with my dog, but none of that was really about me. And I realized, and I would think, oh, that's really selfish to think, oh, I need something for myself. But I started to realize that because I didn't have anything that was mine, I put everything into my marriage. I put everything into my small little circle of friends, and I was just unhappy. So, and then also in addition to that, when you get married, there's something called the Newlywed 9, and I put on the Newlywed 15. I went from being super fit and healthy, when leading up to my wedding, worked out all the time because I wanted to look amazing in my dress. And then I started eating like my husband, filling up my plate just like he would. And honestly, I was in this really low place, and so my eating reflected that. And I really struggled with my digestion. I remember, if I look back on any of those pictures from that time, I was just super bloated. I was roughly the same weight I am now, but I just felt just gross all the time. So that's a long story, but basically a friend of mine said, hey, Noelle, why don't you be in this accountability group with me? Try this out. And when she invited me, I literally had no expectations, but I thought, if I could do something for me just by pressing play, doing a 30-minute workout, just something kind of different, maybe it would kind of help me out of this funk that I'm in. And guys, this funk, it seems so small looking back, but I just remember when I was in it, it felt huge. It felt like, I really had nothing to live for more than being, the best wife I could be. And I was doing that, and it wasn't happy. So I started pressing play on this 30-minute workout, and I started achieving little wins for myself. Started noticing little muscle gains and being like, oh, that's really cool. Or I started getting more energy. I started paying attention to what I was eating. I actually followed a meal plan start to finish for 21 days, and I noticed my digestion changing because I was actually eating foods that were quality for my body. I was actually fueling my body instead of just feeding it. So then I was just killing it in this accountability group because I was actually showing up for me. I actually had something for myself. And my coach, the girl who invited me, was like, Noelle, why don't you do this full time? You know, you're working as a marketer right now, and you know it's a side job. Like this could be something too. And I thought at the time, I was like, why not? Because I'm already talking about it with my close friends. I'm already seeing really fun. I'm really seeing changes. I'm having a fun experience. Why not? And I didn't have any lofty goals about, you know, becoming a full-time coach or anything. I just wanted to give my friends what I received, which was a fun place where they could experience little wins for themselves, a way to get out of that you know, stuck feeling that I was feeling. And now it's 4.5 years later, and I'm a full-time coach because I literally love this community. I love the friends that I've made. I've made best friends that I get to see on these fun trips that I get to go on about 2 times a year. And these are some of my best friends because we all kind of have a shared story like this. We've all gone through something, and these programs and this community helped us out of it and helped us become our best version of ourselves. So one of my missions as a coach is I want to teach women, I want to empower women to be their very best, to live their best life, to love themselves ridiculously, I say that all the time, and live unapologetically with fierceness and confidence. I mean, that's what I got out of this, and that's what I want to give. So as a coach, that's my focus. When I'm talking to someone about my groups, that's what I'm sharing with them. That's what I have to offer them, because that's what I gained still from these groups. And the other side of it is I get to be home with my child. I have a toddler, and I get to be home with him every single day. And that is an honor, and that is something that I've been blessed because of this opportunity. I've been blessed to do. I don't have to send him to daycare and then work a job and then not see him until the evening. That doesn't fit our family's lifestyle because my husband's in the military. You know, we really thought that we need one person home. But in addition to that, we need someone home that wants to be there. And I want to be there, and I get to be there, but I also get to still feel my passion of connecting with people, sharing people's stories, and empowering women, which is truly what coaching has given me. So that's a little bit of my why for being here. It's honestly because it makes me better. And without this community and without these goals that I have that Beachbody coaching gives me and allows me to reach, I just know that I would be feeling stuck running in a rat race of searching for myself. And I'm so thankful that I said yes to just a simple 30-minute workout. It's amazing what something so simple can do to change the rest of your life. So that's my story.